Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. You know who I am, and I hate all of you. Meow. Wow, Susie, always gotta be so snarky. Of course, I'm snarky. Rain or shine, good times, bad times, I'm always snarky. So there, meow. Okay, everybody. Are you feeling bummed because you have to stay home?
Well, to be honest, we kind of deserve it. Like, the whole world's been put on timeout.
Yeah, just think of it as timeout. Where, remember the old days where your parents spanked your butt and made you sit in a corner and think about what you did? Well, guess what? The powers that be spanked us, put us in a corner, and told us to think about what we did. And guess what? We have no choice but to think about what we did. Okay, so with that being said, welcome to Tea and Tolkien Thursdays. Wow, despite everything, we are still here to talk tea and Tolkien.
Yeah. Well,
Since everything around here has been pretty slow, let's take a trip down memory lane. Yes! Okay, so the first thing we started off with was when we talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about, let's see, what did we talk about? We spoke about when we were doing Cards Against Tolkien.
Cards Against Tolkien.
I know. And Cards Against Tolkien, we spoke about how we would try to do a parody of Cards Against Humanity, but instead of Cards Against Humanity, we replaced it with Cards Against Tolkien.
Right. And, now let me tell you something. When it comes to Cards Against Tolkien,
It's going to be funny. Like, what was the first joke you told?
oh, the one where we said heaps and heaps of treasure. That's how I want to die.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do a little history check. History check!
History check.
History check! Okay, let's see. Now,
Okay, the thing is,
it first started off with an unexpected episode. And then we spoke about wizards and gods.
yeah.
But in the fifth video, it's called Don't Forget to Bring a Towel.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Yep. It was all about the towel.
And then, of course, we found out that they were celebrating. We were celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Silmarillion.
And the 80th anniversary of the Hobbit movie.
Yeah. You mean the Hobbit book?
Look, it was 40 years since Silmarillion, 80 years since The Hobbit.
Oh, but it was also 40 years since Star Wars. Because we made it our goal to embrace everything Tolkien related.
And we celebrate other fandoms.
Yeah. Well, it was hilarious though. I like the one where you talked about the desolation of Drogon.
Yeah. And then we compare that to the desolation of Smaug. And when we did that, some people did complain.
Yeah. It was even funnier when we spoke about the attack on Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And we did that joke about Azog, the drill sergeant.
Yep. Azog was a drill sergeant. And he mocked everyone.
Except for Frodo. He couldn't mock Frodo.
Oh no.
He called him Frodo Baggins-tastic. And then he said, Faramir, why can't you be great like Frodo? And then somebody else, oh my God, Faramir, you suck. Really? Yep.
And then we even did Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. But then, oh, we even did Clash of the Fandoms. That was the funniest. I admit that was the funniest podcast we ever did in the history of our podcast.
Oh, yeah, you had to be there when it happened. And not only did it happened live! Wow, Susie, you didn't need to yell. Oh, yeah, it happened live. Well, everybody was yelling at each other and beating each other up over what Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings is better.
Yeah, like so many friendships were destroyed.
Yeah, that was quite rude.
Huh. And not only that, you know what else we talked about?
What?
We even did Rain Destruction Day.
Oh, right. That's right. It's Rain Destruction Day.
So, we did the Rain Destruction Day.
And then we did a little segment that we call White People.
The Tolkien White People. You know, the one where you talked about.
Look, it started off as a bad joke, like in Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. There were two white guys in the Black Panther.
And they were both in a Tolkien movie.
So they were called the Tolkien White Guys.
And unfortunately for everyone, the name stuck. And that is how we will forever remember Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis.
Yeah, as them Tolkien White Guys. Like Andy Serkis was having way too much fun as Cloud.
But also, Martin Freeman was bad. Martin Freeman was he played a great Everett. Let's just say he played a great Everett.
Yeah, I mean, he was a good Everett. And I can't wait to see more of him in the continuing Black Panther story. Like, come on. Having him tell the story of everything he went through when he was with Black Panther was a pretty bold move.
Quite bold indeed. Everybody thought it was funny.
Yeah, but and now everybody's like referring to him as Bilbo Watson, and I'm completely okay with it.
Yeah, everyone's forgetting his real name.
Oh, and there's more.
What? We even did a live version of Comic Con where we took questions from the audience.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. We need to do that again. I mean, even if they cancel this year's Comic Con, we're still going to do our own.
Yeah, we're going to go live on YouTube to do Comic Con. So we will read your questions on the air and we will answer them. And we spoke about, we also talked about Enter the Tolkienverse, which we're calling it. Okay, we're going to call it. Look, the Amazon show cannot touch Peter Jackson's works. Nope. No touching that. There ain't no getting around that.
See, if Amazon touches Peter Jackson stuff, I'm going to be mad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then we even talked about the marvelous Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we even jumped to Marvel movies a bit.
Yeah, because we're still not over Thanos snapping his fingers and killing characters that we liked. But don't worry, we survived.
Yay! And then we even spoke. And we did Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and then of course, we did the final end game.
The final end game.
The game of end games. Which had us.
I remember we literally jumped up and down cheering. Yes! Bye-bye, you ugly space racing. And die forever!
Yeah, I was glad when he died forever too. Come on, he was a jerk.
Oh yeah, we even talked about everything, such as
The Tolkien Marvel takeover. Yep, we still need to talk about that because we also can play Game of Marvel.
Da 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 da. Oh yeah. I hope Emilia Clarke gets a good part in an upcoming MCU movie.
Oh yeah. You know, I think I might see her as more of a Jean Grey.
I thought Sophie Turner played Jean Grey.
Yeah, but she needs to play MCU Jean Grey. For all that's implying.
Oh yeah. We even did The Lord of the Nerds.
Yeah. So, what was the Lord of the Nerds?
Well, that was Hugo Weaving, who had been at one point Elrond, Red Skull, V and V for Vendetta, and Megatron in the Transformer movies.
Oh my goodness. That's right. All nerds found out your Lord.
And then after we follow that with the all-time favorite, Oh Hell No.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
It's like all these elf characters that we had in the Tolkien movies suddenly go bad. Like, they were Marvel villain bad. Like, come on. In the first Captain America movie, we had Hugo Weaving. Okay, and he was a bad guy.
And then we had Guardians of the Galaxy, and Lee Pace played a bad guy. And let's not mention Thor Ragnarok, though.
Yeah, because Kate Blanchett went hella bad. I mean, there's red bad. I'm so boo. Wait, let's start again. We have I'm so bad I went steaming red. I'm blue because I'm bad. And then there's, I went hella bad.
And then we got a complete turnaround. And then we got a complete turnaround.
A complete turnaround.
An unexpected turnaround when the next elf character featured was actually a good guy.
Yay!
Yes! But then she got snapped about that by stupid Thanos. I hate that ugly space raisin. Yeah, hate that stupid space raisin. He ruined everything.
Mm-hmm. And then we spoke about
Riddles and vibranium.
Yeah. And then it's more like, what's vibranium, precious?
Yep. And then
of course, we even did
diversity.
Yep. And then we did revisited diversity.
And then we're going to have to do another trip on that with Justin Bergman when he comes back.
Yeah. You know what they say? It's good to be a Tolkien fan.
Yeah.
It was good to be a Tolkien fan.
Yeah, but the thing is, we have to ask ourselves this one question.
What is it? What's the one question?
There's one question we had to ask ourselves. Can Tolkien still be relevant today?
Yeah, of course Tolkien's relevant today. Why is it not?
Wow. So far, 2020 hasn't been a good year for us Tolkien fans. I mean, first, Christopher Tolkien dies. Yeah, we're still kind of torn up about that. And then we learned about the accidental death of Orson Bean, who was in a Tolkien cartoon. We embrace the badly made cartoons, for all that's implied. And then we learned about the death of Barbara Remington, who designed book covers for The Lord of the Rings, even though she never even picked up the books. Well, we celebrate and embrace everyone involved with Tolkien. And so that's right. We have to. So, what's the most popular video on our list? It's called What's New in the Tolkien World. Oh. So we have over 100 videos, all with center on Tolkien.
Yeah. So what's the description on this thing?
It says, While I was doing a video review of Pretty Little Liars, the toys and I accidentally started talking about Lord of the Rings. As a result of this chat, I decided to create a new segment dedicated to everything Tolkien related. And thus, Tolkien Thursdays was created.
And we've been doing this for
2 years now. 2 years.
Yes!
Oh, it's going on our 3rd year now.
Whoa! We had to go back and revisit that.
Yeah.
And, So what's the dealio?
The dealio is this.
Well, we still need to do the Marvel Tolkien takeover.
Yeah. And whether or not certain characters from other Tolkien movies will be making their way to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. Just as some people from Game of Thrones really need to get their butts to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 'Cause, come on. Or maybe some people from Game of Thrones need to make their way to the Tolkien show.
Oh, don't worry. We can still do that.
Oh, yeah. And we also talked about...
Okay, one of the most difficult topics that we spoke about on the show was the story about Stan Lee doing his Stan Lee thing.
Yeah. And so what did you call it?
Okay, what I called it though was... what did you call it? We called it... Okay, if I can find it though. It was all about Stan Lee.
Yeah.
And when Stan... So after the death of Stan Lee, it was pretty sad though.
Yeah. And the saddest thing about it is when we had to close our eyes and imagine ourselves talking about
what?
What not only did we call the death of Stan Lee, we spoke about how would we have reacted if Tolkien had died.
And not only did he die,
well, so we're talking about here.
Now the thing is,
wait a minute. So you're looking at...
No, there's an episode where where Jacqueline and Leroy came and joined us.
Yep, we talk about everything.
And we talk about everything.
Oh, we talked about everything, and I still hate that purple raisin Thanos.
Everybody hates that raisin Thanos. I mean,
the thing is, we also did another round of Don't Forget to Bring a Towel.
Yeah. And this time, I'm going to write it out. I'm going to try and make it into an audiobook.
A fan fiction audiobook. Complete with...
Yep. With apologies to Douglas Adams.
Sorry about that, sir. But, sorry, sir. But, I mean, sorry, sir. I'm like, sorry about that, sir, but this is our video. And,
yeah,
I mean, we didn't mean to hijack your video. But
who cares? I know we didn't mean to hijack your video, but
your Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, we talked about that. And I want to make up the story where we all talk about how everything goes down.
Of course, we still need to bring back Leroy and Elena and show them that, okay, the ban from Game of Thrones needs to be lifted.
Yep. And before we can do that,
there still needs to be other things we are talking about, such as this.
What? Oh, I think I found it.
What is it?
Oh, it's called The Legacy of J.R. Tolkien. And this happened right after we found out about the death of Stan Lee.
Yeah. I mean, it was a real tragedy when we found out that Stan Lee died, but look at us and how Stan Lee
Showed up and did his Stan Lee thing. Like, come on, he's Stan Lee, and and it's not going to be the same if he ain't around to do his Stan Lee thing.
And when Stan Lee came back, of course he'll be back in the sequel. Come on.
And look, it's like what we said a long time ago in that one video that we did.
Oh, you mean the fill-out video?
Yeah, where the guy is asking the robot, hey, Stan Lee's still around? And he's like, of course, it's right over there. And then Stan Lee is seen waving. And we're all like, hey, still alive! That guy will outlive us all.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, right. Every time we see him in the movies, we all know one thing. What is it? He's going to outlive us all.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, but I still want to do Shopkins versus Littlest Pet Shop. And that's just a chat. We're going to go all out. Mano y mano. 15 rounds of pure insanity. Yeah. Do you really want to do that?
Well, look, it's a sad story. I know it's painful, but everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got one where you girl took on Comic-Con.
And we did Comic-Con. And then we did a video of us preparing for Comic-Con.
Yeah, we need to do that again. And this time, we need to have a backdrop that says Tea and Tolkien Thursdays. Everybody's talking about it. Like,
I like. They even have how we reacted to how Infinity War should have ended.
yeah.
And then you all yelling, hey, rude. And you yelled, hey, rude. Yeah, rude.
So we had, even Leroy did his
Leroy needs to do a review for Tolkien.
Mm-hmm. And look, the thing is, don't you just, man, I love doing this channel.
Of course we did. It's funny.
You know why it's so funny?
Why?
Because in all the craziness that we spoke about, everything that we went through,
it's still there. We're just chatting about how great the show was.
Yeah, how good it was for us to talk about Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and then we expanded onto other fandoms.
And not only did we expand to other fandoms, we talked about.
Well, we should bring back our fandom news.
Yeah, I have to rest on the lock and key, but I can unlock it if we want.
Yeah, we also do.
We talk about a lot of things.
Oh, the Journey to Moria for children.
Yeah, we're going to try it again. And this time,
maybe have the little Tolkien kids come back.
Yep, probably expand their membership to include other kids that would like Lord of the Rings.
And then they all sit down and we tell them stories.
But we have to keep it clean for the children.
Keep it clean for the kiddies. And so
I don't know why the Fandom Fridays got
shut off, but that's okay. And we'll figure this out. So every time we do so every time we do something big, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah. But then, of course, Fandom Fridays will probably be handled by Leroy and Elena right after we show them how it's done.
So here's what we did. 3 years ago, we started talking about just Tolkien while doing Pretty Little Liars. Well, unfortunately, Pretty Little Liars, nobody's really talking about that anymore. But Lord of the Rings was something we definitely all agree on.
Yes. And the good thing is, though, if you're feeling bummed about having to be put in timeout, just go to YouTube, type in Tolkien Thursdays, and there you go. Watch to your heart's content.
Yeah. Go ahead. Binge away.
And not only that, you might want to subscribe to our channel.
To Princess Toy Nerd. Subscribe to Princess Toy Nerd so you will get more Tolkien content.
So, as the voice of Princess Toy Nerd, I have this to say. Are you sad because you have to stay home? Just say in the comments, I'm sad because I had to stay home, but yet you guys make my life better. And you put it in the comments.
Yeah. And we promise to make a bonus video for all those who are unhappy. So we promise quality content.
Yep. But let's get ready for next week because it's the anniversary of Ring Destruction Day.
Yay!
Okay. Now let's close out with these words. You know who I am and you know what this is about. So everybody stay safe. Everyone stay awesome. We'll see you next week. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Ow. And one more thing. As soon as something comes up that's Tolkien related, we will let you know. Okay? Now, I own this podcast and the podcast is over. So, meow.
Me.